Hi, it's Trisha. I am going to do a strap stretching segment today. So if you ever want to slip this in or slot this into one of my other videos where I don't get to it, because a lot of people do really like the strap stretching and the ab work that I do. So those are two separate videos that you can get on my website, trishashwaba.com. So give me today to get this on there and enjoy. This is the strap. It's got the two metal clasp here. So you want to create a loop in the strap, a pretty big loop if you can. I think I have an 8 or 10 foot, no, I have an 8-foot strap. So if you don't have a strap, you can actually use a towel or a scarf or a robe belt or a regular belt if you'd like. You might not be able to create a loop in it, or the circular, this nice tight band here, but it will work in a pinch if you need to. Also, as usual, you'll know that I'm seated on the mat with my hips on my bolster, which I love, love, love. You do not have to use the bolster if you do not want to. You can roll up a towel or a mat, use an extra mat under your hips, or you can have your hips directly onto the mat. That's up to you. If you are joining me on a support under the hips, you want to shimmy those hips, the sits bones, towards the front and then lay back so that your hips are supported completely on the bolster, from the sits bones all the way really to the bottom rib. You're going to take the strap and open the loop. Keep the metal off your skin at all times if you can. And then you're going to bend the knees to the chest, flex the feet, and take the legs up straight. Now, one of the challenges with strap stretching is you're going to want to pull your arms. Sometimes we'll be bending the arms, but for the most part, we want to keep the arms straight because it allows for a shoulder stretch as well. If you're bending and pulling all the time and tensing through the shoulders, you're kind of defeating the purpose. You want to try and keep the upper body as relaxed as possible. So the first position is flexing the feet. One hand on each side of the strap. And feel that. That might feel really good right there. You can breathe into that. Let's do that a couple of breaths here. Nice. Now we're going to take that left leg, bring it down onto the mat, bent knee, foot on the mat. Take the sides of the strap together. Hold it in the right hand as close to the foot as you can. Again, you'll notice my arm is straight. I don't want you doing this because look what it does to the shoulder. So keep those shoulder blades down if you can. Open up the right leg to the right. Keep that left hip down. Now this left leg, you can play with that position. You're getting a good stretch on the inner thigh here. You'll notice my arm is straight. My left arm is balancing. I'm opening it up a little more to balance the opening of the leg, giving a little more ballast to the left side. Now if you're super flexible, and in this position I'm pretty flexible, you want to intensify. You're like, I don't really feel that. You can rotate the toes towards the earth and the heel to the heavens. So rotating it, and that will intensify it a bit. The other piece, this left leg, if it feels better, you can straighten it. Now see, I have to adjust myself on the bolster as I'm talking to you because I slipped a little bit here. Straighten the leg, heel on the mat, bent knee, foot on the mat, and only if you're on a support you can hover that left leg as well. That will give you a little more intensity. So you're breathing into any resistant areas, always on the mat and off. And the next position, bring the right leg back to center, left hand on the strap, cross it over, straighten the leg if you can, And I like to take this opportunity to give my leg a massage here, especially my calf, because it tends to be pretty tight. And again, you'll see I'm hovering that left leg. If it gets too much, you just let that foot come down. Straight left arm. And you'll notice my right hip is planted. So my leg only goes a few inches. Try to avoid doing this because it's easy to get a low back stretch. It's not as easy to find this outside of the leg stretch, the IT band and out peroneal muscles here. Coming back to center, this time we are going to bend the arms. You're grabbing both sides of the strap, bending the knee towards the shoulder, flexing the foot. So a little tug of war here, upper and lower body. So I'm pulling with my arms, pushing away with my foot and leg. And then I'm going to release the left hand and be careful of the metal. Don't want it to hit you in the face. I've done that before. Left arm relaxes. Right arm is still bent. Right knee is bent. Flex foot directly towards the ceiling and open that bent leg to the right. Breathe into it. Relax the jaw, relax the neck, relax the shoulders. Then you're going to bring it back to center. I'm still hovering this left leg, but feel free to drop it at any time. Now you're going to stretch the leg up. Take this left knee up to the left shoulder and let that right heel drop to about 45 degrees. I'm holding fast with the arm so it's not going to fall all the way to the bottom of the mat. And you can take that left hand and pull the left knee towards the shoulder a little bit more. So a little reciprocal action here. Right heel's dropping, left knee is bending. Keep the breath going. Inhale it back up. This time keep that left knee bent. Right hand on the strap, straight arm. Back to that original stretch we did, except this time the left knee is bent. Opening the right leg to the right, straight right leg, right hand on the strap, straight right arm, please. Coming back to center, back to the position, the starting position. I'm going to adjust my hips on the bolster. Both feet come up for a couple of breaths, bringing it back to center. Right leg drops out of the strap, both sides of the strap into the left hand, and opening the left leg to the left. Now you'll notice I can bring it low, or I can bring it up towards the top of the body more. You'll get more intensity if you bring it up, but if it doesn't work for you, do what works best for your body. I'm going to hover that right leg because I hovered the left leg. Bringing it through center. Right hand takes the strap. Left hip stays down, and I take the left leg across the body. Breathing into it. Again, a good time to massage the leg, especially the calf and the knee attachments, into the hamstrings and the IT band, which is the hip, goes from the hip to the knee. Coming back to center, both hands grab the strap, flexed foot towards the ceiling, knee towards the shoulder. Active arms, active leg. Left hand stays on the strap, right arm reaches down onto the ground, off the mat, and bend that left knee, bent left arm, opening the left leg to the left. Bringing it back to center. Taking the right knee up to the right shoulder, allowing yourself a little more strap here so you can straighten the leg, flex foot to the ceiling, and drop the heel down. So that reciprocal action, left hand holding so the left leg doesn't drop to the mat. Right knee up to the shoulder. Taking the left leg back up, straighten the arm, grab both sides of the strap, right knee stays up, open the left leg to the left. Breathe into any resistant areas. Bringing the leg back to center, both feet up in the strap. Now you're just going to take the knees, bend them towards the chest, feet come towards the top of the mat, and help the stretch, assist the stretch with the strap, pulling a little bit, stretching the back side of the body, the west side of the body. Bringing the feet up, holding on, letting the feet go to the legs go to about 45, flexing the feet. Take it back up, same stretch again, bent knees slightly, feet to the top of the mat, holding the strap with both sides, holding both sides of the strap with both hands. Letting the legs come up, taking the strap, opening it wide. Now if you don't have an official yoga strap, this part might be a little more challenging. If you just have like a robe or a belt, or a towel or a scarf. But if you have the loop, an infinity scarf would work well here. So opening it like that, and then just rocking the feet and legs side to side. My friend Amy did this in her class, so I'm stealing it from her. It was a great move. So a little like a helicopter almost. I've done it before, but she reminded me it's such a nice way to end the strap session. Grabbing both sides of the strap, bringing the feet together, dropping the heels a little bit here. Bending the knees to the chest, taking the strap, throwing it to the side. Feet come down. And again, with your hips on the bolster, you just kind of have to keep readjusting. You want to feel solid. It shouldn't hurt the low back. In fact, it should extend the low back a little bit by lifting the hips. So rolling to the right, coming back to seated. And that is my strap stretching session. And it's a great way if you've taken sometimes I'll take a long walk and come back and just do the strap stretching. I won't do a whole yoga session. So if you can fit it into your life, I hope you do, and I hope it works well for you. Check out my website, triciaschwaba.com, TRICIASCHWABA.com for more videos. And I'm going to be putting more guided visualizations and guided meditations on as well, and just general wellness and aging tips for aging gracefully and elegantly. Be well, take good care, and enjoy the ride.